Hey guys, good morning. It's a beautiful sunny day here, really cold. I just fed the birdies. It was easier to manage without holding the camera and the seed all at the same time, but today is my daughter Rachel's 31st birthday. I can't believe it. So that's really good news, and today I have to go get some lab work done. So I will bring you guys with me for that. And I don't know, I gotta clean the house, finish working on Gypsy and the Witch stuff, and I'll be going over to the cave tonight. So we'll see where the day takes us. But for now, let's see. Let's do our daily Advent mouse moving. Here we go. Into the 7th. Watching the month fly by. Alright, and you guys know the routine. I've been up for about an hour or so already, so basically I just need to do my hair. That's where I do it out here. And let's see what our calendar says for the day here. Okay, it says December 7th, change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or, to put it another way, don't change just for the sake of change. Since not all change represents progress, it is prudent to think carefully before making a change. The ability to discern when something new is an improvement requires wisdom. Okay. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. La 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 la. Yeah, you guys, I posted the cinnamon and applesauce ornament tutorial last night. So I was really happy with the way they came out. And I was happy to get the video up. So if you haven't checked that out yet, check it out. They smell amazing. And I'm in love with this puff paint, you guys. Seriously, shaving cream, glue, and flour. The best. But yeah, I have glitter all over the house. My house is a wreck. I gotta vacuum and just, straighten up, but whatever, that'll happen after the lab. Today's card, which I drew already, is the King of Cups, and court cards, usually represent people, either people in your life or people you're going to encounter, usually male, but not always. They're not gender specific. But again, I talked yesterday about cups representing emotion. And I wanted to share with you, let me see if we can turn this around here. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see me. Hi, you guys. Can you see me all right? We'll see. In my book, again, in the back here, I have, I talk about each of the different elements. And I have written for cups. They represent water. And the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, right? Cups represent love, emotions, water, the subconscious instincts, pleasure, fertility, beauty. They're represented by the direction west, and undines, which are like mermaids. They represent creativity and the emotional aspect of our lives. So, I like cups. Cups are normally positive cards for me. So, let's see. King of Cups today. A fair man can be a man of law or spiritual matters. He is responsible and can help you. He's kind, considerate, willing to take responsibility. Consideration, a kind and devoted leader. This can represent the completion of an emotional time. Creativity, artist, success, suppressed emotions, a skilled negotiator, ambitious, a man of ideas and agility of mind, a man of great compassion and understanding. He has succeeded in his endeavors and has found peace and contentment. He is helpful and kind to others. The ability to live one's ideals, combining artistic integrity with the needs of the marketplace, someone who symbolizes these forces. And this book, you guys, is a culmination of many different books that I've read, sources on the internet, things that I've learned, notes that I've taken. So it's all kind of just a conglomeration from many, many different sources. So I hope you could all see me okay here. I'm going to turn this off for now. Oh, wait, no, we have to do the we got to do our daily reading here in our Real Witches Yearbook, right? Okay, let's see. I put one of the cinnamon, actually 2 of the cinnamon ornaments here. Yeah, they smell delicious. Okay, let's see what we have for today. I have this really cool bookmark that's made out of gelatin. Let me see if I can... with pressed flowers in it. Isn't that pretty? It's super thin. It just has twine on it. I have no idea where I got it, but I really like it. Okay, today's entry is about feverfew. Feverfew is a member of the chrysanthemum family and is also known as pyrethrum and bachelor's button. It is eaten to stimulate the appetite and ease the symptoms of colds and to reduce fever. It also helps in nervous complaints, depression, and as a general tonic. Added to boiling water with sugar or, preferably, honey, it eases coughs and breathing difficulties. A single young leaf chewed will help to heal headaches and migraines. The leaves rubbed into the skin or a tincture made from them relieves the sting and itch of insect bites. It can also be added to pouches of herbs worn to deter insects or made into a weak solution and applied directly to the skin to prevent bites. This latter can also be sprayed onto dogs to deter fleas. It can be used to bring on and regulate menstruation. Planted around the home, feverfew purifies the atmosphere and guards against illness. Feverfew used to be added to all manner of drinks to guard against illness. Magically, feverfew is used mainly in defense and protection. A few fresh leaves in the car guard against accidents. Carry the dry leaves to protect against colds, fevers, and other contagious diseases. When working outdoors, bury groups of 3 leaves along the access routes to your working space to deter passerbys from finding you. These protected roots should go back further than the site is visible. If you can actually plant feverfew in these sites without disturbing the local ecology, it will provide a long-term protection. And then the quote or the advice says, deal with the little things before they grow larger. Words of wisdom for today. And yes, I'll continue to do a daily tarot draw and a daily reading. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. So when I get back from the lab, I will be making, in addition to cleaning, I will be making some, I think I'm going to make some roasted vegetable curry. Let's flip the hourglass. I always keep this, whenever I see it or notice it, I'll flip it. Just because I love the way it looks. And look, I stuck the star on top of my, remember that polymer clay castle I made? There it is. I have it on one of my chessboards with a little wizard. So that's where it is for now. Still no tree and whatever. I'll take it as it comes. So that's it. Okay, I'm done rambling for now. I'm going to get dressed and go to the lab, and I'll take you in the car. All right? Okay, guys, I'm on my way to get my blood work done. And for those of you who wanted to see what my car looks like, this is what my car looks like. I've had it since 2006. I love this car. I'll see you in the car. And before we get started, I thought I'd show you what I see from the driver's seat inside my car. So here's my camera mount. And here is everything you hear clanking, and I actually have them tied up. So they're kind of out of the way right now. But various assortments of charms and love and things that smell good. And then a lot of you see, how am I going to do this? This, it says further from Ken Kesey and the Merry Pranksters. And thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. And also, I have my CDs here. I got some Beatles. Got some Rush. Have some... what does that say? Thelonious Monk. I think that's Tom's. Mike Nesmith. Yeah, these are... a lot of these are Tom's. I don't know. Anyway, I normally listen to Grateful Dead. Charlie Brown Christmas. Small Faces, Rod Stewart and the Small Faces. Okay, you guys, listen, I got to get my butt moving here. So this is what it looks like from the inside of my car. There are my crutches. There's my purse. I just got the mail. I got something in the mail. I'll show you when I get back. Brought some lemon water. And then here's the back seat out the back end, okay? It's 2-door. And that's all I have to say. I gotta go. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm actually running late. My appointment's at 12, and it's 11:54. Now, I live very, very close. I told you everything I need is in a, 5-mile radius, but I live really close to where I need to get my blood work drawn. So we should be all right, except it's lunch hour. A lot of people like to go, but we have handicap parking. That's, you got to look at the bright side of everything, right? So I don't have a leg, but for the rest of my life, I get the best parking ever. Okay? And I'm also handy at amusement parks because I get to go online first, as well as people with me, and I get to ride twice. And one of the best benefits I ever had after losing my leg was going up to, I used to go up to, it's called The Barn in Woodstock, New York, and it's Levon Helm's barn. Rest in peace, Levon. And it was his home and barn, and they turn it, it's still there, and they do musical venues every weekend, and there's amazing music that goes on up there. What was my point? Oh, they would let me, or anyone who's handicapped or disabled, go in first before other people were seated. So every show that I saw there, and I saw Phil Lesh there. Hi, Tracy. I met my friend Tracy there for the first time. Just Los Lobos, Levon. I got a hug and a kiss from Levon himself. I will treasure that right before he passed. But anyway, I got to sit like front and center, like rest my foot on the amplifiers of the guitars. Insane seating. Best shows of my life, some of them. I've been blessed to see some amazing, amazing music in my life. And so, you got to look at the bright side of everything. Losing my leg while, being one of the most traumatic things that ever happened to me has also brought many blessings. And, I've said this before, it's taken me, I wouldn't be able to stay home and do art all day. I'd still be running the rat race and working full time outside the home and, doing all that. And so it's just brought me many blessings. And, obviously I would still choose my leg, but you can't make those choices, you just have to be thankful and grateful in the moment. And what a beautiful day, you guys. This sun, you can see it pounding in my face. It is just beautiful, and I cannot believe that it's December 7th and there is no snow on the ground. This is unheard of here in this area at this time of the year, you guys. Again, not complaining, but just really unusual. So I brought some lemon water with me. My mouth is dry and my throat is much better than it was. It's still hanging on a little bit. I don't shake off colds like I used to, But I've been taking my vitamin C, and I need to drink more water in general. So I've been trying to incorporate that in my life and cut down on the coffee. Just try to keep the coffee to 1 or 2 cups in the morning and maybe 1 or 2 cups in the afternoon. But that was from like 2 pots a day, I've cut down a lot. So, yeah. I told you when we get back, I'm gonna vacuum, clean up. I want to get working on the Gypsy and the Witch page, but probably before then, I will make something for lunch. I really need to go to the produce stand. That'll probably happen tomorrow. But I have plenty of food anyway, so I'll make something for lunch, clean up, make something for lunch, or maybe reverse that. And then I'm going to roast some vegetables to make some roasted vegetable curry for tonight. So I still have a butternut squash, and I'm gonna roast that with some potatoes and some carrots and some garlic and some onions. Oh, I have cauliflower too. Yeah, good idea. And then I'm gonna make some curry. And if I'm really feeling ambitious, and I'm thinking big thoughts here, I'll make some homemade naan. But we'll see. And I'm gonna try to squeeze all that in. Tom's working today until I don't know, maybe 6 o'clock. Excuse me. He brought Nick home this morning, and we'll get together for dinner. Either he will come to the nest. That's probably what'll happen. He'll come to the nest after work. We'll have dinner, and then I'll pack up and go back to the cave tonight. And maybe I'll, you know, I did a tour of his studio, but we'll see if he doesn't want to be on camera, and I gotta respect that. A lot of people are not comfortable about it, and they feel ill at ease, and I totally respect that. There's that thing on the screen again that tells me that it's unable to establish a connection. Okay, I'm pulling into the doctor's office, and fingers crossed it's 12 o'clock on the dot. Normally the lab's not too crowded, and I know everybody here. I've been coming here. Well, actually, this is the new, expanded, improved medical complex. But you guys know I stay... Oh, that looked like my old boss. I try to stay away from the doctor, but I do have to come here to get my blood levels monitored because I'm taking Coumadin, warfarin sodium, for those nurses of you out there, to help manage my blood clotting disorder. And as of this time, I have not, you know, I'm probably going to be on Coumadin for the rest of my life. But never say never. And right now, everything's been groovy and great. All right, I'm looking for a parking spot here. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to film inside because we have to maintain people's privacy. And we don't want to film anybody at the doctor's office. So I am going to circle around here and try to find some parking, and I will talk to you guys when I'm done on my way out, okay? Okay, that's done. Wow. Hate getting the new girl. Oh, my goodness. And, you know, I feel for these girls because everybody's got to be the new girl sometime, you know? So I try to be very patient, you know? I'm a good little guinea pig, but literally she had the tourniquet on my arm for, you know, like 2 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. And my fist is pumped and she's digging around in my vein. And finally she's like, Stace, which is the other lab technician there who I know and love and is a pro. And I'm thinking, yes, please, Stace. So Stace came in and was able to draw me like first thing. But I always, you know, people got to learn, and I get it. You know, I remember, and I never tell anybody that I'm a nurse because that can be intimidating too. So, but I remember as a brand new nurse, the first times I had to go do blood pressures on patients or, you know, taking vital signs, and how nervous I was, and oh my gosh, you know, so I get it. Never mind the first time I had to catheterize someone or something, you know, invasive like that where you could really hurt somebody. I understand. So I try to be a good patient, but whew, Stace stepped in and saved the day. Thanks, Stace. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, I told you we are gonna go home, and I said I was gonna clean up first, and you know I'm gonna make some lunch first because I am hungry. And I told you what we're making for dinner, and I think for lunch I have some spring roll wrappers, those rice wrappers. And yes, you know I made a video on my vegan spring rolls in the fall. I don't have everything. I normally put avocado in everything, and you guys know, you know, I love my avocado. I seem to love fats in general, and that's okay because they're healthy, right? That's what my mama told me. Anyway, I don't have any avocado, but I was thinking like, you know, spring roll wrap. I think I have cucumber left. So like cucumber, maybe some Napa cabbage, carrot, of course, cilantro, some peanuts. We'll see. You can pretty much throw anything. I have some of those rice noodles too that you just like put in water and hot water and they magically are ready to use. I love those things. So I might do that. As a matter of fact, that sounds like a great idea. And then I'll clean the house or cut up all the veggies. That's what I'll do. I'll eat and then I'll cut up the veggies, roast the veggies, throw those in the oven. Then, I say clean the house. The house is not dirty. The house just needs to be vacuumed. Maybe I'll dust and vacuum. Just a quick, like I said, I have glitter all over the floor from those cinnamon applesauce ornaments. I'm passing the tree right now where was lit last night where Syl did her reading. And I also lit, I have a small menorah that I got from my, Tom gave me actually. I was going to say my sister of the moon, Donathan. Donathan, didn't you give me a menorah too? But you saw those little birthday candles I had gotten in Walmart earlier in the week, the purple ones. I lit a candle on I used one of those, so I lit the menorah last night too. And it's right on my Wiccan altar. And so everybody's invited to the party. Again, you know, I'm not going to get too much into it. But happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate. And I like to celebrate all of them. And I'm rambling because I'm hungry, but it's still gorgeous out. And I'll show you what I got in the mail. I don't know, because I ordered a couple things from Amazon. So it could be anything. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's a flag man up here. What's going on? There's a flag man, a couple of cones. There is 2 cars pull over and a truck in a tree. Oh, a truck pulling out with a cherry picker on it. So they were doing something in the trees. So we are now stopped, and there's a flag man who was making way for the cherry picker truck. So now I have 2 cars behind me and 1 car in front of me. And yeah, Mr. Flagman's directing traffic. So I don't know if they're cutting down tree branches or if they're putting up lights. I might be able to figure it out as I pass it. I might not. Why is that truck like all the way on the side of the road? I don't get it. But they're doing something, that's for sure. And we're just kind of slowly following the flagman. He's walking and we're driving at a flagman's pace. Okay, he's waving us through. Yes, the truck with the cherry picker is now backing into trees on the side of the road. And I don't know what he's gonna do, but there goes the truck. And they're doing something. I think they're cutting branches or something. Okay. Wasn't that fascinating? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to just chilling. Netflix and chill. That's funny when I hear that because that's all Tom and I do at night, which is great. I love it. We have dinner. You know, you get a routine going. I think everybody is, you know, has creatures of routine, right? We all have our habits and things we do daily. But yeah, you watch. Tonight I'll make dinner. We'll have dinner at my place. We'll go back to his place. We'll do Netflix and chill. And I want to bring, I have all of, remember I was doing a journal, I was doing a journal a month for the year. Well, I think I got up to the month of September. I think I did 9 out of 12. Is that true? Not sure. But I brought them at Tom's house so I could scan them because he has a beautiful laser printer. And they're in a pile over there. And I want to bring them home. And I thought I would do a flip through and show you guys And while I did not achieve my goal of doing 12 out of 12, I'm going to start again in January. And because I liked having the discipline of doing that every day. All right, you guys, I just pulled in. I'm going to turn you off, and then I'll turn you back on when we're making lunch. Okay, guys, we're going to make some lunch. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn you around, and then I'm going to prop you up. So first, I have some of these. It's vermicelli made out of mung beans. So I just boil some water and soak these in it, and they soften up and you can use them. So they're really cool. I have some cilantro. I have a couple of green onions that have seen better days, but they'll do fine. I still have some baby spinach, and I told you that I wash it, dry it, and then just put it back in the cleaned container. I have some cucumber, some Napa cabbage, these spring roll skins, and then a spritzer bottle to soften them, which was a tip from Bernadette. And I just washed a green pepper and a carrot. So that's how we're going to assemble our things. I'm using my new plate from the auction. And let's turn you around here. Let's see if we can't prop up. How's that? Okay, great. I'm just going to start, again, those noodles are softening up a bit. I'm just going to grab a knife and chop, chop, chop. I just talked to Tom on the phone, and he is all about the curry. So that sounds great. And he should be home around 6 o'clock tonight. So that gives me plenty of time to do what I need to do. And I look forward to seeing him. Again, it keeps things fresh, you know. We get to see each other and then kind of go in our own little, even though I see him every day. But you know what I mean. We've been together, it will be 3 years in the end of January. Just going to rinse this out. Yeah, 3 years that we got together at the end of January, and I think I told you guys I first reconnected with him 3 years ago in October when I went to buy a mandolin. Isn't that romantic? My friend Steve, shout out to Steve's Music. He is responsible for getting us back together, as far as I'm concerned. He's the one who called Tom and told him I was in the store. Tom and I used to date 22 years ago. I've told you guys, some of you guys, this before. And I was working at a local Dairy Mart, like a convenience store, while I was going to school for nursing. And he was working in a recording studio and was also working as a musician. He plays the drums, he plays guitar, he plays the bass. He's a Berklee music graduate. I think he's a genius. You always hear me talk about him, but he's really super talented. Anyway. Yeah, so he used to come into the Dairy Mart to get cigarettes. Back in the day when everybody smoked. And I thought he was really cute. I was newly divorced, but juggling raising my young children and going to school for nursing, as well as working full-time. And you guys know, I get exhausted when I think about it now. I don't know how I did it, but you just do it, right? And that's what I tell my girls, too, you know. It's hard work. It's hard work raising young kids and taking care of business. My 20s and my 30s were hard. Okay, so I've chopped up some cabbage, chopped up some carrot, chopped up some green peppers, and I just have a big mess with it here. I won't be using all of this right now, but I'm going to take one of my spring roll wrappers. I love these things. And I also have a video on how to make these. I think I told you. La 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 la. And my friend Bernadette told me that I should take a spray bottle and just spray it. So I do. Spray one side. And then, whee! I'm going to spray the other side. Okay? And then, I'm going to just, this water's hot, but it's not too hot. I'm just going to drain that out for our noodles here, see? And normally I would have some kind of a peanut sauce, excuse me for a second, peanut sauce or a hoisin sauce or something like that, which I do have. I wish I had peanut sauce. What do I have here? Sesame teriyaki. Yeah, okay, this is good. Soy sauce, dried onion, fresh garlic, sesame seeds, sesame oil, fresh ginger. That'll work. Okay. Mickey. Teriyaki. So I'm just gonna, I'll use this for dipping too, but I'm just gonna do a little tiny drizzle of this stuff. And you don't have to if you don't want to. Soy is super high in sodium, and a lot of people like to stay away from soy for various reasons, but everything in moderation for me. I'm going to put some of these noodles down. Again, this will vary depending on what I have in the fridge, but it adapts to so many things. My favorite thing in these is avocado and peanuts, and I do have some peanuts, but they're in the shell, and I'm so hungry right now. I'm not even going to wait to shell some peanuts. So I put the noodles on. I'm throwing some veggies on top, you guys, in no order at all. I'm not going to make this too thick. And just like I showed you, obviously I like to wrap things, apparently. Just like I showed you with the burrito, we're going to do it the same way. I'm going to fold it up. And be gentle. These wrappers are delicate, you know. Fold it up, and then one corner over, or one side over. And then on this side, the same thing. Okay? And then hold it all together while you roll it. Alright? And you wind up with something like this. You could sprinkle lime juice. I'm thinking of all these things now. I actually have some lime juice. Which I might do next on my veggies to keep them delicious and good. Lime juice. And I am going to take that roll right now. I'm just going to squeeze fresh lime juice on these. I'll even put it on my roll. On these veggies. If you don't like lime juice, don't do it. I'll pour a little of this on my plate to dip. And that's it, you guys. So quick and easy. Here's my lunch. I'll see you back here when I'm ready to make stuff ready for dinner. Okay, see you in a minute. I just had to come back really quick before I finish the rest of this. I was so hungry that I totally forgot to put spinach in, totally forgot to put the cilantro, totally forgot the green onions, but it's still very delicious. So the next one will have all of those in it. And one other thing before I go for now, I wanted to show you when I put the wheatgrass juicer away in the cabinet, this vase was up in the cabinet with these lights in it. And I told you I don't like little lights, but this is what I do with them. I'll put them in a vase and just for the season have it sitting about. So that's a cool idea. If you guys have never seen this before, it's one way to, I don't know, lighten up a corner or something like that. It probably won't stay here, but that's where it is for now. And also, I wanted to ask you, am I the only one who does this, or do other people, do you guys save and rinse out your baggies? I definitely do. I told you I can squeeze a penny like no other, but I have this little hemp twine up here with some clothespins, and I even dry my stencils or artwork up there sometimes, but I will rinse out and reuse baggies until I can't use them anymore, and then I'll throw them out. Let me know if I'm the only one who does that. Okay, now I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I'm done with lunch. I'm just about to start cutting up some vegetables. I'm gonna vacuum. You don't need to see all that. But before I go any further, let's open this up. And 2 seconds ago, a FedEx man knocked on my door, and he had a box in his hands, and I'm like, what else did I get? And it was for my neighbor next door, Peggy, who I love. Okay, this is polymer clay. And I just ordered 2 red, apparently. Primo Sculpey in cadmium red. Look at that. Can you see it? La la la. There we go. Okay, so I promise you, I have plans. I'm just stocking up. I haven't bought clay in a while, besides black and white, so I think I also got like a box with other colors, and maybe green. Who knows? I'll share it with you as it comes. So that's what the mailman brought today. Merry Christmas to me. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to cut these up. I have a butternut squash, head of cauliflower, about 6 small potatoes, 3 carrots, big fat yellow onion, and a head of garlic. I'm going to chop them up, and I'll see you back. Okay, guys, everything's cut up now, and I'm about to put some spices on them, and I thought I'd show you what I'm going to do. I also have one of these garlic roasters. It's terracotta, and I got this at a garage sale a million years ago, but it works amazing. You just put a whole, not a clove, what do you call this? Thing of garlic, and cut off the top, and put a little, you could drizzle olive oil if you want, and salt and pepper, but I'm just going to leave it, maybe put some pepper on top of it, and I'm going to roast it like this with the vegetables for about 40 minutes at 400, and it will be amazing, and we'll just add that at the end. I'm going to add some ground pepper, garlic powder, ground turmeric, ground chili powder, some curry powder, ground cumin, and paprika. And right now, as I'm buying new spices, I'm, as much as possible, will be getting organic. But I'm not going to throw out my spices that I already have. Again, as I replace them, I'll be replacing them with organic ones, but for now. So that's it. I'm going to pop them in the oven. It's at 400 right now. I'm going to roast these. I'll probably turn them at about 20 minutes in. Just take a spatula and shake them all up a bit, and so they're not sticking. And throw them back in for another 20 minutes or so till they're soft, and then we'll go on with our curry. See you back here when they're done. Oh, I wish you guys could smell it in here. It smells freaking amazing. Of course, I had to sample everything. Okay, this stuff is nice and roasted, and what I'm going to do right now is put everything in a bowl, and then I'll come back in just a minute and I'll show you. I'm getting stuff together for the curry, so I'll just show you how I'm going to do that, all right? So hang on just a second. Okay, you guys, we're moving right along here. I put everything in a big bowl. Oh, I've been picking at it, too. And right now, I'm just sauteing 1 whole yellow onion in about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can use the oil of your choice, if you'd like. And to this, I'm going to add... I have 3 cloves of garlic, about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of grated ginger, and I didn't have any jalapenos, so I used dried red chili. So I'm going to add that and just give that a quick stir. And then I have everything out here. Next, once that cooks down, I'm going to add about 2 cups of water, maybe 2.5 cups, depending. You can change it if it thickens up and you want it a little more liquidy. You could use vegetable broth, so I'll add that. And then, you know what, I will just do this. Let's see. This will be interesting. I'm balancing on one leg, cooking, and we're going to give it a whirl. Again, it smells amazing. I just talked to Tom on the phone. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this water in. And I'm going to turn the heat up. I just talked to Tom, and he is on his way home. And what we're going to do is we're going to eat over... Here's some more pepper. We're going to eat over at the cave tonight. So he is going to stop by here and pick up the food. He has rice at his house as well as naan. So I'll show you what this looks like when it's all cooked up, and then I'm going to say goodbye because I'll be going over there tonight. And my goodness, I think today's vlog is long enough. So, all right, we sauteed our onion. We added the ginger and the garlic and the dried red pepper. Again, if I had a jalapeno, I would have been using that. To that, I'm going to add about half a cup of diced tomatoes. And I didn't have fresh, so I just used canned. And again, I turned the heat way up on this. Yeah, we're definitely going to use some more water. This is not going to be enough at all. And I will not be using that huge, ginormous... let me get that. Okay, you guys, that was Tom on the phone telling me that he's stuck in rush hour traffic and not to rush. And that's fine because you can see we're not anywhere near done. But in the meantime, I took advantage of that and I filled up another 2 cups of water because I could just see. I'll do that. And then, you know, and you guys, I use recipes loosely if I don't know something, but I always modify. I always add my own ingredients, my own touches. I love to cook, so it's just another form of self-expression, right? So anyway, we did the onion, the garlic, the ginger, the dried pepper, which should have been a jalapeno, but it isn't, the tomatoes, the extra water, and now I have a can of coconut milk, Goya oh boya, and I'm going to pour that whole thing in there. And look, I know somebody's going to ask. I'll show you what's above my kitchen stove here. A little purple haze, some hemp ale, some witch's brew, a little moon dust. Everybody needs a kitchen witch. There's that really cool green bottle I got at the auction with the face on it. Empty wine bottle that, surprisingly enough, doesn't have a candle stuck in it. And a wine bottle with a hand-crocheted carrying case that was gifted to me from some rainbow children or rainbow friends of mine on the Woodstock site. So anyway, back to cooking. Oh, hello. You guys, really, are you sure you want me vlogging? It's going to be like an hour every day. All right, so we added our coconut milk, right? And then the next thing I'm going to add are spices. And, oh, I also have some fresh cilantro, about half a cup, maybe quarter cup, half a cup. I have a can of chickpeas that I rinsed thoroughly. I have about, I love this thing. You guys, I have different lemon squeezers, but this is great when you need to measure something, and it also strains the seeds up top. So this is like 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'll pour that right in. I have a mixture, look how pretty this looks. A mixture of cayenne, turmeric, ground cumin, curry powder, and I didn't have any garam masala, so I used this Oriental 5 Spices, which has similar ingredients. It contains cinnamon, anise, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. So a little bit of that. So I'm just going to pour everything in here. Let's go. This turmeric is going to make everything this beautiful golden orange color. Oh, you guys, I'm so hungry. I feel bad for Tom stuck in traffic. But at least he'll have a nice meal. Okay, I'm going to dump in the chickpeas. I love chickpeas. I love them in hummus. I love them in food. I love them roasted. I love them every which way. I haven't found a way to cook chickpeas that I don't like yet. Okay, so we got that. And then, I'm going to do this. All right. I'm going to move the bowl of veggies to the side. And I'll just use a spatula. And I'm just going to keep adding these until I feel like there's enough. And I'll be eating this for the rest of the week. You'll know what I'm going to be having for lunch tomorrow, because you're looking at it. I just got a message from Patty Greco Sunshine from the Hippie Chic Boutique. And I think I mentioned to you guys that we're going to go over to her and Jonathan's house tomorrow for Hanukkah. We're going to spin the dreidel. We are going to spin the dreidel. Okay. I'm going to keep adding veggies. And I will see you guys back here when this is all cooked. So that's basically it. And I'm just going to let this cook down for hopefully at least a half an hour, 40 minutes. But we'll see what we get. So I guarantee you it's going to be amazing, you guys. All right? So I'll see you when it's done. Okay, you guys, we're getting to be about done here. This is amazing. Of course, I had to taste it. The only thing I added, I forgot to tell you, I added the cilantro. And then, of course, you can use some as garnish, too. I did use 2 tablespoons about of cornstarch mixed with a little bit of water just to thicken it up a little bit because, of course, I added too much water. So I added 4 cups total. I probably should have added about 3.5, but you guys, you could play with that stuff. So it's amazing. I'm going to keep this on a low simmer until Tom gets here, and then we're going to pack it up. And before I say goodnight to you guys, I did not get any work done on... Here, let me flip this around. Hi. I didn't get any work done on the Gypsy and the Witch page today, of course. But I definitely will tomorrow. Promise. And there I go, promising again. But what I did work on today, I thought about doing a video on it, but honestly, you guys, it's so simple. And probably a lot of you have done this craft, either with your grandma or maybe with your own grandkids, but I'll show you what it is. I just took oranges again and sliced them up as thin as I could. You could use a mandolin slicer if you want. And sprinkled a little cinnamon on them. Put them in a low oven again, just like these cinnamon ornaments. So like my oven only goes to 170. So 170 for, I don't know, maybe 4 hours. Turned off the oven, let them dry out overnight. And then I'm going to use that big ginormous needle again and go in with some jute twine. And these are cinnamon sticks. Okay. And I might anoint these with some cinnamon oil, essential oil. I might not. But I'm just going to alternate a slice of orange, string it on the jute twine, and then put a stick of cinnamon, and then another slice of orange. I know you've seen these done. And just make a garland. I might just make a hanging one to hang up in the kitchen. I don't know. But they smell amazing. And again, they're to bring prosperity and abundance and love and blessings into your home as we welcome back the sun. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to say goodnight. And I will see you all in the morning. So much love, and that's it. Good night, you guys.